Get out of my butthole. Black girl magic all day, every day. Friends and enemies, welcome to my February TBR. I literally woke up today grinning because I knew I was gonna be filming my February TBR and I was so freaking excited. This is the most important TBR of every single year for me because February is Black History Month in America and I run my Blackathon, which I have operated for 5 years. And I am more excited about this Blackathon than I have been with the exception of the first one. Every single year, my excitement for this time builds and builds, and my experience with Blackathon just gets better and better, and it feels wild to have this thing that I've created out into the world. I love that y'all are so supportive and you guys get so excited about it, and it just makes me even more excited to host it. Thank you so much to everybody who has ordered merch and all of that good stuff. But outside of Blackathon, even outside of this incredible readathon, I have a lot going on. There are going to be a lot of events in February, book clubs, video plans, and all of that fun stuff. And I've got books on here that are not for Black American History Month. So I am just, in general, so freaking excited. So excited. And without further ado, let's just get into not only my February TBR, but my February plans. Okay, so first things first, I have let y'all know that I am going to be officially declaring for Team Granny and Nanny. The Blackathon announcement video, which has all of the details, is gonna be linked in the description if you wanna join in, as well as the 2 recommendations videos that I have for the teams. The first prompt says to read a book with a charming protagonist that has spiritual or fantastical abilities. Thank you for the ball, but it's not bedtime. And for that, I have decided to select The Perishing by Natasha Dion. This has been on my TBR for so long. I know it came out like a year or 2 ago, but the second I heard about it, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to, because it has all of the tropes that I love. It has immortals. It has immortals. And I'm so freaking excited about it. I love immortal characters, vampiric characters, god characters. That's just my thing. That is a big buzzword for me. And we are following a girl who, is she in the 1930s? She wakes up in an alley in 1930s Los Angeles with no memory of how she got there. And she ends up teaming up with this firefighter that she meets at a boxing gym. And together, like when she sees him, she realizes that she has been drawing his face for years, but she has absolutely no memory. And then she starts to get flashes in her dreams of lifetimes that she's lived, and she comes to the conclusion that she's immortal, and she sets out to figure out what is going on with her, and everything about that premise sounds utterly incredible. The next prompt says to read a book with a mixed race and or immigrant protagonist. And for this, I have very proudly selected Sankofa by Chibundu Onuso. And I have been wanting to get to this book for 2 years now. It came out in October 2021. This is my arc, which I failed to get to. And that's one of my really big reading goals for February, for the year, is to get to my arcs. I am so bad at reading my arcs, and it's something that I just need to fix. Oh my God, you scared the fucking blackness out of me. Oh my God, get out of my butthole. Get out of there. Oh my gosh, just feel violated by everything that just happened. This is described as Girl, Woman, Other meets An American Marriage, and it is a gripping story of a mixed race woman who goes in search of the African father that she never knew. I've heard really good things about it, and I am really excited to get to it. And then the next prompt says to read a book that is set on an island or has a Jamaican protagonist. And for that, I have selected 2 books. I have Daughters of Oduma, and I have No Gods, No Monsters. No Gods, No Monsters, I've already started and I'm freaking obsessed with. Don't worry, I am vlogging. It is one of the most gorgeous books that I own. Like, it is amazing, but on top of that, the writing is increíble. So this is from an Afro-Caribbean author, and at the point that I'm at in the story, one of the main characters goes home and he's an islander. So I'm very, very excited. I can't remember, I don't even think it said what island that he's from originally. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it's not even said, but this is a story that I've been talking about for, you know, a while. I talk about it all the time and I was like, I just need to actually read it. But basically, No Gods, No Monsters covers a collection of characters who are coping in different ways with the fact that monsters have come out of nowhere. And you are following perspectives of some of the monsters who are dragons and werewolves. There's a secret cult society. All of these stories are so well interwoven. Like, I am very impressed, and it is like such a great combination of literature with horror and speculative fiction. It's amazing. I love that there's a fucking zoo going on behind me. And then I've got Daughters of Oduma, which I have the arc of. This releases in February on the 7th, so like 4 days from now, because I'm filming this on the 3rd. And it's one of my favorite tropes, which is competition and sports. So we're following a girl who is retired, or maybe she's a woman. She's retired from this competitive female sport of bowing. Famous dirt, and it's just not her life anymore. She's 16 and she is old and retired from the competition, but when they're like an outside force challenges, it's described as an attack from a powerful rival, and it leaves the mud without their top bower. And so Dirt is the only one who can compete in the tournament, but she has a lot of doubts about, oh, that's so cool, there's like a little, oh, we have to put this on our character art wall. That is so gorgeous. But Simon Teen sent this to me and I absolutely want to read it. I am also reading this for the Warriors theme, but I will get to that in a second. I'm so excited to talk about the Black Warrior books that I'm gonna be reading. I'm super excited. And then the 4th prompt is to read a book with a tight-knit group of friends or unlikely allies. And I'm definitely hitting that unlikely allies prompt with the Perishing, but my official pick is going to be The Scourge Between Stars by Ness Brown, and I'm so excited about this. This is described as a stellar, perfectly formed piece of space horror. It's a nice novella, and we are following this Black female captain who is attacked. She and her crew are attacked by these aliens, and they're all struggling to survive. They're faced with constant threats of starvation and destruction in the treacherous minefield of interstellar space, and I'm freaking excited. And there's like an intruder on the ship that they're all hunting. I've heard really good things about this, and it releases in April. I just can't be more excited about that. And then the group book I think for Granny Nanny is Riot Baby, but I've already read it, and y'all, if you've followed my channel, you've heard me rant about it. I actually read it for Blackathon. Is it last year or the year before last? So if you go through my Blackathon playlist of all the videos that I filmed for Blackathon, that'll be on there somewhere, which is obviously going to be linked down below. We get to talk about the warrior theme for Blackathon. So if you don't already know, the theme of Blackathon this year is warriors, and all of the 3 teams are named after a Black warrior. That's why we have Granny Nanny. She was a leader in the Maroon War. That's why we have Team Hatshepsut, and she was the longest reigning female pharaoh. And then we also have the team with Orisha Oshun, and she is basically just a warrior fucking love and a river goddess and just amazingness. But anyway, I wanted to read some books that were more specifically about Black warriors, Black battles, Black people just like taking the world by storm and fucking shit up. So one of those books is going to be Daughters of Oduma, but the other okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books on my Black Warrior TBR. The second one is Given, which, as you can see, I've already started reading, and this is a hard 5-star prediction. Like, I read to nearly page 300 in one sitting. It is a fast-paced read and it's amazing. And we're following this girl named Yenny. She is the princess of the Moonrise Isles and one of its fiercest warriors. She's a bad bitch. And her father falls ill to this mysterious sickness that just isn't common in their land, and she gets accepted at the same time to this battle and magical arts academy in another kingdom. And so she goes over to this kingdom hoping that with what she learns she can bring that knowledge back to her father and heal him. And there's a lot of dragons in this book. There are dragons that shift into humans and vice versa. There's a big colonial element to it because, actually, you know what? Like, don't even let me get started on this book because I'm already vlogging about it and talking about it at length. So I'm gonna shut up, just watch the vlog. It'll be out probably pretty soon because I am reading this and No Gods, No Monsters for that vlog so far, and it's amazing. But yes, fits the warrior theme. I'm also going to be reading Blood Scion. Hello, Jack. Hello, Jacket. Okay, so I'm also going to be reading Blood Scion, which, as you can just tell from the cover, is just warrior-esque. I don't remember what this is about. Now I have a dog in my lap, but basically Black YA fantasy. I believe a female protagonist, Black girl magic all day, every day. I'm very, very excited about that. And this is potentially the book that I'm the most excited about on my warrior TBR. It's called The Durbar's Apprentice, and it is self-published. It was sent to me by the author. I'm super excited about it. And it's set in the 17th century, and we're following a Nigerian warrior who has to go through these competitive trials to prove his loyalty. And again, competition, anything is great. Any kind of African warrior, Black warrior, you know, that's my jam. That is my shit all day, every day. So I'm really excited about that. And then I am going to be doing a reread of The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke because I'm going to be interviewing them in... I'm so freaking excited. We're gonna be doing an interview in collaboration with Blackathon and the release of their latest book in March, which is also my book club's pick in March. Sorry, Jack, I know that kind of hurt. My bad, puppy. So furry. So furry.
I don't know why I did that.
I'm sorry, I have 2 more books on my warrior TBR and he got hair on me. Right. So the last 2 books that I have on my warrior TBR are from this series called the Dawn series. It's self-published, it's by A.H. Washington. And I haven't looked specifically at what this book is about, but as you can see, Black girl, warrior, and dragons. And I was like, that is enough for me. And the reason why I'm not looking into the synopsis too much is because it's a short book. It's 170 pages. And this is the sequel. I have the first book on the way to me in the mail, like right now, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, I just don't feel the need to kind of seek out what it is, but I think it's also got an urban fantasy component because it is set either partially or fully in modern day New Orleans. So I'm pretty geeked about that. Let me know if you want to see a Blackathon vlog for the warrior books specifically. Now we have to talk about the book clubs that I'm going to be participating in, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be a guest host on the Book Troop, which of course is operated by Gabby Reads, one of my booktube besties, and I'm so excited that the book that she selected is Nana by Brandon Massey, I believe. He is such a well-known beast in Black horror, and this is going to be my first time reading one of his works. I've intentionally like not paid attention to the synopsis because again, I love, y'all who watch my channel know that I loved going into my books knowing very little. But Black paranormal ghost story, I'm super excited. The live show details are gonna be down below. From my memory, I wanna say that we're doing it in early March, like that first weekend in March, and I'm super, super excited about it. And also because BookTube bestie energy, Gabby is going to be the co-host on my... Jack is having a fucking blast with that ball, but you're ruining Black Joy. You're killing it. Just strangling it. We read this in January for Envy Book Club, and it was a blast. And the live show featuring myself and Gabby Reads is going to be on, well, the details are gonna be linked down below. I'm so bad at remembering dates, I'm sorry, but I love the thumbnail that I came up with for this live show. I'm so geeked. It's gonna be linked down below. Had to go grab my phone. So the live show for All the White Spaces featuring Gabby is going to be on February 5th at 3 p.m. CST, and that's literally perfect because starting at 11 a.m. CST, I'm having a double feature movie party with my patrons, and I'm so freaking geeked for that. Like, it's gonna be the first time that we are doing a live movie party, so I'm gonna be on live stream watching the movie versus it just being a chat. And we are watching not 1 but 2 films. The first is a 9-minute short film that was put on Netflix, and it's called Canvas, and it is about this Black disabled grandpa who, I think his daughter died and he has to take care of her child and is like, you know, trying to fall back in love with life. And then we were also going to be watching 7 Pounds, which is one of my favorite romance movies. Will Smith, Rosario Dawson. I am very, very geeked about that. So it's gonna be, the February 5th is gonna be a very fun time. My book club, the NB Book Club, which you should follow on Instagram if you're not already, is going to be reading Heartbreak Bakery, and the guest host for this month is none other than Kimmy Books. Kimmy Books is this amazing viral book talker, incredible bookstagrammer, and she just got a freaking YouTube. So we are going to be doing her first ever BookTube live show. I'm so excited. I want to see if I can talk her into doing some reading sprints with me, because I think it would be such a blast. And this basically is a book about this kid named Sid, who is, I think, 17 years old and accidentally bakes a batch of magical brownies that causes anyone that eats them to break up. And I just love this premise. Sid works at a bakery. It's a queer-owned bakery, and Sid has to then fix like the shit that got messed up because of the brownie situation, and I'm so excited about this. Like, you guys know that I'm not a romance person, but I am very excited about all of the romances that are on my TBR. And speaking of the romances on my TBR, I have to talk about the Black romances that I will be reading this month. My patrons decided that the video that I would produce for them in February is going to be a Black romance reading vlog. I'm very, very excited about that. So let's talk about the nice stack of books that I am going to be reading. Fake It Till You Bake It, which is the group book for Team Oshun. My favorite romance trope is baking, cooking competition, anything like that. So I am very, very geeked for that. And then we have Friday I'm in Love with, which is one of my most anticipated releases.
I literally can't even talk.
It's about this teenager who comes out as queer and decides that she wants to have a coming out party for her sweet 16. Very, very excited about that. And she's like trying to get the girl that she is crushing on hardcore to come to the party or something like that, or to impress her. And then we have Finding Jupiter, which is one of the most gorgeous book covers that I've ever seen, and it sounds amazing. I keep forgetting what the synopsis is about, but I know it's supposed to be super heavy on the prose, and I love the author photo in the back. Like, how sick is that? And so basically this is a dual POV where we're following Ray and Orion. Ray Jr. is the tall girl from Memphis with poetry beats and braids that stay poppin', and when I met Orion at the skating rink, that's exactly who I am. That's basically all I need to know. Is described as a lyrical blend of found poetry and poignant prose. Khalees Rowe delivers her stunning debut about young Black love and the decades-old family secret that threatens to tear it all apart. Tell me that doesn't sound amazing. I am so excited about that. I'm going to be reading, oh my God, why do you keep doing that? That's so disturbing. It was so wet and cold. I'm trying so hard not to play with her right now, but we had a dog trainer come in, and the dog trainer basically said that her soliciting play and it's like violating of space, and it's a sign of her not respecting my space, especially with me filming, so I'm trying to ignore her when I'm filming. And basically these books are just so beloved. I'm going to be reading and annotating them, and these are kind of on my anti-TBR. They're books that I'm not very interested in, but I own them, I was sent them, they're a gift, so I want to give it a try. And if I just don't love them, I'll put them up on my Pango, which is my little bookstore where I sell brand new and used books, and I've got annotated books on there by yours truly. So check that out. It's at the bottom of my description with a $5 off discount code. Now we have to talk about the books that I am carrying over from January's TBR. I have 3 of them. They are Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. I have to read this book. Like, I look at it every single day and I want it so bad. They are the Herms Protocol. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Please let me know if you know. And then A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon. And if you want synopsises for those, just check out my January TBR. And finally, I want to talk about my channel plans for the month. I have some incredible things planned, some fun events, some fun video concepts, a new series, all of that. So definitely stay tuned. Tomorrow I am going to be hosting a ball for the first time with my patrons. It's called the Be My Valentine Ball, and I have 3 amazing guest hosts, which are gonna be tagged below. We basically are going to spend at least an hour just talking about things that we love. Our favorite TV shows and movies, the relationships and books that we ship, like our favorite ships, books that have made us happy, things that have just made us happy lately, and I'm super, super excited about it. So the details for that, for the details for my Patreon are always going to be linked down below if you are interested in joining the ball. I'm so excited about it. In March, our live show is going to be themed around mermaids. So we're calling it Mer March, and we're going to talk about mermaid books, and I'm super geeked for that. And then in April, our live show theme is we're basically having a comedy club in April, and I will talk about that closer to the date, but I'm very, very excited for it. I also will finally be giving y'all the horror noir series that I've been promising for 2 years. It is just such a huge project, but basically it is something that I've been wanting to kick off for a couple years, where I talk extensively about Black thrillers and Black horror books. I'm not gonna go into too many details, but basically I wanna make a series of videos where one is books devoted to Black serial killers, for example, and then another one is devoted to Black paranormal books or Black vampiric books, etc. So let me know in the comment section down below what kind of thriller horror tropes and that you want to see in that series. I already have the outline of everything that I plan on talking about, but I'm so happy to adjust it because nothing has been officially filmed yet. I am so excited to be making Blackathon vlogs. I mentioned I'm going to do a vlog dedicated to the warrior books that I'm reading. I am going to be making a Blackathon vlog for Teen Granny Nanny, and then you just might see some other random Blackathon reading vlogs. And I'm going to be filming the sit-down video that I just thought about the idea for today, and I was like, I really want to do that. The video is basically going to be me recommending the top 10 Black author books that you have to read, non-negotiable top 10 books, and I'm super, super excited about that. A lot of them are going to be under celebrated books, so very, very geeked. And I also am excited to announce that I'm going to be doing a video with Mama Bowties. Can't wait for that. She and I are going to get together and read smut for the first time. I've never read smut. My mom is like a big romance girl, like not romance books, but she just loves love. She's a very loving person, and her birthday is on Valentine's Day. So we were like, that would be really cool. I'm hoping for the video to come out on Valentine's Day. I'm so excited for that. I haven't gotten all of my end of the year videos out. I have my most surprising reads of 2022 that has been released. That's going to be linked down below. And I have already filmed my best books and worst books, but I haven't edited them. So I want to get those out to you. I want to talk about my channel goals. I want to talk about my book club picks, the next 3 book club picks, etc. So I'm excited. Don't think that I'm going to ignore those videos. I also want to get another video out in my books that I can't ethically recommend series. I know you guys really love that series, and I love making it. I want to produce that video where y'all talk about the books that you love but can't ethically recommend. You guys came in with the with those anti-recommendations, so I'm really excited to make that video for y'all. You are going to see hopefully 2 to 3 author interviews. I'm so excited. I've already told y'all that C.L. Clark is going to be one of the authors. I'm going to let the other 2 be a little secret. Another one of my goals is to read 30 books this month. It is what it is. I want this to be the Blackathon where I read the most books. I am so excited. The highest I've ever gotten, I think, is 22 books. So this year we're gonna hit 30 books. I'm very, very excited about it. And finally, Blackathon merch is actually still available. I thought the bonfire campaign ended, but apparently, because someone ordered it today, you can still get Blackathon merch. So I'm gonna leave that link down below. I'm sorry that I told y'all the sales were over. I thought that Bonfire said that I couldn't. It's my first time using the Bonfire website, so I think I'm just a little confused. So basically, get your merch now if you haven't already. For those of you who've been wanting it, get it now, get it now, get it now. I'm also excited to announce that I'm going to be doing a campaign for Blackathon mugs. So that is basically it. I forgot to mention that these books are also on my Blackathon TBR. These are my miscellaneous books, and I'm super, super geeked about this. So all in all, I have about 5 more books that I need to add to this stack before I hit my 30. But what I'm gonna do is just get through all of these books and then decide on my bonus 5. I am very, very geeked. I'm not gonna go into the details on these, but these are all anticipated releases and books that I've been putting off, and all of them are ones that I am deeply excited about. I believe that they are all, yep, every single one of these is a 5-star prediction. So I am very, very excited. Do let me know if you want to see a black thriller horror reading vlog. That might be a thing that I can make happen, but that is going to be it. There's going to be tons of links in the description and resources for you guys to check out. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. The Patreon book club book of the month is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I can never remember that name, but I'm very, very excited about that one. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video so I can get reading. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to show me that you made it this far in the video, why don't you comment down below with, I would like a heart of any color, or you can just write heart, because Blackathon is all about love, February is all about love, and self-love matters as well. So let's do a heart, and I hope to see you in my next video.